Hello everyone and welcome back to another of my stationery hauls. You guys can probably tell that I have a little bit of a stationery addiction, and I recently bought new stationery because I'll be starting on my first bullet journal next year and I wanted some new cute stationery for my journal. So the first thing that I got was the Tiki Gentle Giant notebook. At first glance, it is so absolutely beautiful. It comes in a very sturdy white box with gold embossing on the cover page. I think it's so beautiful. I'm gonna keep it for sure, and I'll use it to store my bullet journal after I'm done with it. The notebook is covered in a little piece of paper. The notebook itself is so beautiful. It has a very deep blue and it is velvety to the touch. The cover of the notebook has a little gold embossing of a whale against the backdrop of a night sky with little stars and a moon as well, and it looks so beautiful, and I love how elegant the whole bullet journal looks. The spine of the bullet journal has a little wave as well, and I think it adds such a nice touch to the whole bullet journal. The back of the bullet journal has the words Notebook Therapy as well as the same small golden wave. Opening up the bullet journal at first glance, the papers are all really white and it has grey dots as well. The papers are really thick and they are 160 GSM, so I'm really excited to use these papers for painting as well. And at the back of the notebook, there's a little quote as well that says, "Gently moving through the dreamy ocean, glimmers of hope on each new page." There are two little bookmarks that come along with this notebook, and they are all in the same color as the notebook itself. The back of the notebook has a little pocket, and inside the pocket there was this little whale bookmark that is the same gold color as all the embossing on the book. And I think that each notebook from the Notebook Therapy comes with a free bookmark as well that suits the whole theme of that particular book. So this one is a little whale and I love it, it's so cute. And moving on, I got the Prima Marketing Vintage Pastel set. And I got the Decadent Pie set before and I really loved it. The colors were amazing and I felt that the paints were really creamy and nice, so I decided to buy another set as well. I saw this off of Amazon and I thought that the colors were so cute, so I had to get it for myself. So taking it out, the colors look absolutely beautiful and I am so in love. I especially love the blue and the green ones on the side. I think they are called the Periwinkle as well as Breezy. And I think that those two will be probably my most favorite colors of this whole set. So now on to the swatching. I'm adding some water first to all of the paint sets just to activate them. And afterwards, I'm just going to be swatching them. As you can tell from the swatches, the colors are absolutely beautiful. They are all a very muted kind of color and I absolutely love that because I'm kind of wanting to incorporate some muted colors into my bullet journal. And of course, I really love the Periwinkle. The color is so beautiful and I love the Suede one as well. That's a really nice color. The Dusky Mauve and the Breezy is so beautiful as well. Actually, honestly, I think I love all of these colors. They are all so beautiful and I can't wait to use them in my bullet journal. The next thing I got was also paint, and it is the Artex Gouache paint. So from my previous stationery haul, you guys would probably know that I got the Himimiya gouache paint set and I really loved it. I actually really like working with gouache because it works like watercolor. It can be reactivated, but it is as opaque as acrylic paint. Of course, it also depends on how much water you decide to incorporate into it. So, yep. And opening up, the box itself is such a beautiful green color. It's a very desaturated kind of green, which I really like. And when I opened it up, I realized that one of the jelly cups had actually exploded and it got a little bit messy. But anyway, so the Artex Gouache actually comes with its own swatches, but I will be doing my own swatches as well because I feel that it will be more accurate considering that it came from the paint itself. And this is a close-up shot of me opening one of the jelly cups. I think it's so satisfying to just see the little paints inside the jelly cups. I almost want to eat them, but of course I am not going to. So anyway, here is a sped up version of me opening up the rest of the jelly cups. Here's a close-up shot of all the different colors that is present in the Artex Gouache set. And at first glance, I can tell that the newer colors in the Artex Gouache set is different from the Himimiya Gouache set in the sense that the colors are way more muted and pastel in color, which was what I was looking for. So anyway, time for the swatches. Some of this paint is actually a repetition of the Himimiya gouache paint set, but I decided to buy this paint set because I think that I'll be using a lot of gouache in my bullet journal, so I wanted to get another paint set as a backup, and also because there are a few new colors. So if I'm not wrong, the new colors are olive grey, Maldives, cloud panina, turquoise, lilac, Aegean sea, as well as the Naples yellow. And I love all of these new colors. They all have a very faded, desaturated pastel kind of look to it, which was exactly what I was going for. And I think that I would definitely be using these colors a lot in my bullet journal, so do stay tuned if you'd like to see how they look like in a painting. So anyway, this is how it looks like. I decided to compare it with the other Himimiya gouache paint set as well, so you guys can see the difference between the colors that are present in the Himimiya gouache set as well as the Artex gouache set. And anyway, here is a close-up look of the swatches that I did for both my Prima Marketing Vintage Pastels as well as my Artex gouache. The next thing that I got was the Posca paint pens, and I got the natural set. I actually wasn't planning to buy Posca paint pens, but I saw these on Amazon and the colors were so cute I couldn't resist it, so I decided to buy a set just to try it out and to see if I like this medium or not. So before I'm able to start using these pens, I will have to give them a good shake first, and then you can see the ink filling up the nib of the pen. And now for my favorite part of every single haul is the swatches. And honestly, doing the swatches for the Posca paint pens was so satisfying to watch for me because they came out so opaque and yet they didn't even bleed through the paper at all. And I was really impressed because this paper is actually quite thin. The next set of items I got were from Muji. First thing I got was this ruler as well as a pencil, and I was actually using a pencil for like around 5 years prior to this new one, and it looked so ragged I just had to get a new pencil. But anyway, I got it in the HB and the 0.3 nib. The next thing I got was this black pen, and it's in a 0.5 nib size, and I had a previous pen from Muji that was also the 0.5 nib, and I really enjoyed using it a lot, so I decided to get another pen in black. And these are just refills. I also got these two pens, and this is like a newer design than the 0.5 black pen that I showed just now. So these are the newer designs from Muji, and they are also 0.5 nib, but instead they are click versions and not the cap versions. And I got them in two colors, the yellow and the blue turquoise color, and when I swatched them, I was really pleasantly surprised. I really do love the color so much. It's really bright and cheery, and actually I do not have a lot of colored pens, so I thought that these would be a few good additions to my pen collection. The last pen thing that I got was this Uniball Signal 0.5, and I really love Uniball Signal pens, and this is just really nice to use. I love the pen color, and I just love how smooth it is as well. So this is how it looks like when I swatched it out, and these are all the swatches. The next thing I got were white pens. I actually have a Uniball Signal broad pen in white, but it ran out of ink, so I had to get a new one. And I decided to get the Sakura Jelly Roll in the size 10 as well, just to have a backup white pen, because I realized that white pens are really important when journaling, because I realized I actually do make a lot of mistakes while journaling, so I think having two white pens will really come in handy. I didn't have any black paper to do the swatches of these white pens on, so I just used my Posca paint pens to just color down, and then I went over it in the white pen, so you can tell that the two of them do hold up pretty well over a darker background, but I feel that the Uniball Signal broad pen held up slightly better and was a little bit more opaque than the Sakura Jelly Roll. The next thing I got is the Tombow Duo brush pens, and this is the pastel set. I absolutely love how all the colors look like. It looks so beautiful. And I also got another Tombow Duo brush pen that is not in any set. It is 192, and it's just a very muted kind of green, which is kind of going together with all the color schemes that I was trying to get in this stationery haul, and these are how the swatches look like. I think they look really nice. Some of the colors are really pale, but in general I really love how all the colors look like, especially the extra green Tombow dual brush pen that I got. The next thing that I got was the Stabilo Swing Cool Pastel. So I've heard so many reviews of mouth liners online, but I felt that they were a bit too expensive for me. But I saw this Stabilo Swing Cool Pastel colors and they look so beautiful online, and it also comes in such a cute set and was really affordable as well. Unlike the mouth liners, this just has a chisel tip and it has no fine tip, but I think that's still alright for me. And these are the swatches. The next thing that I got are the Zebra mouth liner brush pens. I got a purplish blue kind of color as well as a darker blue kind of color, and I actually got a third mouth liner as well, which is this very terracotta kind of color, and these are the swatches. I really love how the purple and the blue look like. They look so beautiful and so mild. I just love it. The next thing that I got is the brush sign pen. I had a previous Pentel sign brush pen prior to this, and I really liked using it a lot. It has a very hard tip, and so it is very easy to control and manipulate, but at the same time the colors are so beautiful, so it really is quite a good beginner pen. The last brush marker I got is from Outline Sticks, and I got two brush markers from there. The first color I got is the green turquoise color, and the second one is a peachy apricot color. The brush marker is designed in such a unique way. And if you guys were wondering why I only bought a few brush markers from each brand, it was because I really wanted to try different brands of brush markers and see which brand is my favorite before buying more of those. And moving on to the final product that I got, the good thing about it is that it also manages to fit my Tombow brush markers while lying sideways so they don't spill out. So anyway, it comes with this little black thing, and it basically links up the organizers together so that if you put them on top of one another, they won't really fall off. Anyway, this is an example of how I would be arranging all of my brush markers, highlighters, and fine liners. Of course, there is still a lot of space being available, but that is because I generally do not have much stationery to begin with. But of course, I sort of have a feeling that that will be changing in the following year. I do think that I'll be filling up these two organizers pretty quickly. If you guys have managed to make it to the end of the video, thank you so much, and it means so much to me. If you enjoyed this video, do check out my other videos and do like and subscribe as well. See you in the next video. Bye!